purchase of the Durant-Kenrick house in 1923 by Arthur Stone Dewing, a professor at the Harvard Business School and participant in many business ventures, ensured its survival as an icon of early architecture and history. Dewing felt a personal link to the Durant-Kenrick farmstead since his grandmother Sophronia was a Durant from Newton. The farmstead linked him to his own ancestral past, while providing a place to preserve and demonstrate American values in a society experiencing rapid change through immigration, industrialization, the women's rights movement, and many other developments.
He was a character. He was an eccentric. He was someone who had opinions. He was interesting because he was very clear about what he was interested in. He was disheveled. Did not care much about how he presented himself.
He was a very independent person. He was very fond of his family. He was a professor, so he was interested in, he and my mother met when they were both studying philosophy, so they were both interested in ideas.
People would come to the door and he would refuse to give them anything, and I think my grandmother would sort of stand behind him and make gestures to tell whoever it was to go around to the back door, and then she would meet them. You know, she provided a real piece of humanity.
He would only spend money on a couple of things. One of the things he would spend money for was furniture. So he would buy all the, lots of the furniture you see around here. That was all right, he could buy furniture. The other thing that he spent his money on was Greek coins.
He loved animals, and I think he gave us a feeling of interest in all kinds of animals, whether they were turtles or porcupines or dogs of different kinds.
We called him Thomas Cat. And he would send us postcards and they would be signed Thomas Cat. Remember, we used to have to dab his shirts because he would get stains on them, and he couldn't care less about them, and we'd have to take little things and clean him up a little. Was he a loving, passionate person? Not necessarily about people. I think he was really interested in people, but I don't think he had much time for people unless they were involved in things that he was interested in.